element of this job, that you get paid to go abroad. I ran a half marathon in Halifax last year in Canada, in a Canadian wilderness, which is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. So for anyone who's considering a career in the Royal Navy, my advice would be definitely have a look at it, because there is so much to do. Explore every option. We have a wide range of branches. Just in engineering, there's a broad difference between maintaining a submarine nuclear power plant and maintaining a Merlin helicopter. So even if you just want to stay in that subset of engineering, there is so much to do. Then once you've picked your subset, you then talk about if you want to focus into policy, if you want to focus into operations, if you want to focus into personnel, if you want to focus into in-service support or acquisition. There's a whole then other world of specialisms you can go into, so there's plenty of options. The opportunities in the Royal Navy are endless.
So being on a warship like this and actually being able to do your job hands-on it's a lot better than being stuck in a classroom. I think it's more rewarding to interact with the ship's company and really just become an integral part of the ship.
As a marine engineering apprentice in the Royal Navy, you have to be prepared for the unexpected. We can be working anywhere from the galley to the engine space to the ship's control centre. We check oil pressures, fix equipment and anything else that needs working on ship.
I chose to become a weapons engineer because I'd had experience at college doing electrical installation, and from looking online I found out this job was hands-on with electrical equipment.
So the aim of the ETS is to grow our future generation of marine engineers and weapon engineers on an advanced apprenticeship scheme, rather than going through the normal channels that we have to offer in the Royal Navy.
Being an apprentice on a warship is a lot better because you can be more hands-on with the technology you're working with. You can understand the systems that you're working with more, whereas you don't get to feel the same way when you're working in a classroom.
Since joining the Navy, I've achieved an MVQ.
My role in the Royal Navy is an engineer technician, weapon engineer on board HM submarines. My role on board a HM submarine at sea would be a 6 hours on, 6 hours off shift pattern. I work as part of a forward staff routine, so as myself, a weapons engineer and marine engineer work together. We would do various things like raising and lowering masts, changing over fresh waters, pumping domestics, filling other tanks, carrying out tank dips throughout the boat. And then my secondary role would be an internal comms maintainer, where I work with the forward and aft broadcast and the main broadcast, work on the general alarm system and the dial telephones throughout the boat. So in my time off, I like to spend my downtime playing FIFA, watching films, watching TV series. The best thing about being a submariner is the wage we get paid lets us to do things that I didn't really think I'd be able to do before I joined up. I've got to see places that I'm really happy I've seen, so Gibraltar and Crete, and then also the qualifications I can gain, so future down the line where I'm hoping to gain an engineering degree. As well as the engineering qualifications I've gained, I've also done a basic leadership qualification, where I spent time on Dartmoor doing walks, and then we do leaderships where we're given briefs, tasks, presentations, which has helped develop my confidence and my ability to speak in front of groups of people. I feel that being a submariner differs from being on a surface ship because you feel more part of a team. We're all awarded dolphins and we all know that we've put the time in and the hard work in, and it's all really, a lot of it's self-assessed, so we teach each other and we pass down our experience for each other. Being a weapons engineer submariner is a really good job because it's given me a wide knowledge across engineering systems, given me the ability to work with all these systems confidently, and it's just exciting.
So I've been in the Navy now for about 4 years, just over 4 years, and my current role is leading engineering technician submariner, weapons engineer on the UK's nuclear deterrent submarines. So the typical working day as a submariner is never the same, really. There isn't such a thing as a typical working day. But when the boat's alongside on base, the working day starts at 8 o'clock, usually finishes around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And there'll be maintenance to do on the equipment that I maintain, routine sort of updates. It's a software-based system that I look after. However, I also look after the hardware as well. So really just whatever's happening with my equipment, I'm there to sort of deal with it. There's always like a set amount of people on board overnight. It's called the duty watch, and if you're duty and part of the duty watch for that 24-hour period, then there'll be various things happening throughout the day. There'll be training exercises, there'll be briefs that you need to attend. My job specifically alongside as part of the duty watch is duty to a senior rate, so if there is any kind of incident on board, then I will close up as part of the tech cell, and we will take reports in of what's been happening, any electrical isolations that have been made, hatches that have been shut, and any sort of damage control information will generally come into the tech cell first in an instant. And we practice that, so we have exercises where we practice that when we're alongside. At sea, the working day is a little bit different. My department specifically, or certain